also need to enhance our ties with the private sector and business community.
Your Majesty, Excellencies, Heads of State and Government, Honourable Ministers, African Union Commissioners, Ambassadors,
ladies and gentlemen,
and on the banks of the River Niger, itself an important and historical waterway for connecting markets and generating inter-African trade. I cannot overstate the importance of this agreement and what has been achieved. Suffice to say that Africa's economic integration was the long-cherished vision of the Organization of African Unity, the precursor to the African Union. With the signing of the agreement by Nigeria and Benin at the summit, it is deeply gratifying to see that the African Continental Free Trade Area market will bring together almost all African Union member states. The world's largest free trade area, encompassing 54 countries and 1.2 billion people, the African Continental Free Trade Area will bring the promise of trade-led economic growth closer to reality for Africa's entrepreneurs, especially our youth, industrialists, investors, innovators, and service providers. It will create jobs and contribute to technology transfer and the development of new skills. It will improve productive capacity and diversification, and it will increase Africa and foreign investment. Perhaps most important of all, the African Continental Free Trade Area demonstrates the common will of African countries to work together to achieve the vision for African Union's Agenda 23, the Africa we want.
Challenge, we have to act, and we have to act now. The AfCFTA will not be effective if we don't open our borders to Africans. I would like to stress the imperative need for us to ratify the protocol on the free movement of persons, which is a sine qua non for the freedom of trade. Indeed, it is paradoxical and unexplained that Africans can feel to be foreigners in their own land, in their own countries, and when compared to other citizens of the world. Similarly, the member states should start beginning by distributing the African passport, which is a marvelous tool for the promotion of African identity. The other prerequisite for the trade integration and also the establishment of infrastructures will enable the interconnection of countries and regions, roads, railroads, bridges, airports, energy, telecommunication. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot conclude my statement without, highlighting the central role of peace building and security on our continent. It will be a delusion to talk of trade and development without peace and security.